Hey guys, I'm Simsley and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm so glad you're back, and if you're new, welcome in. Consider subscribing and be sure to hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Today we are going to be building a Victorian-inspired tiny house. So it's not really Victorian, but like it was inspired by a picture of a little tiny Victorian that I saw. I didn't save the picture because I'm dumb. But it's got like a curved window at the front, and it's just cute and cozy. A little outdated. I imagine it's probably like an updated little Victorian cottage. That was the thought in my head. And yeah, I'm happy with the way it came out. It's a lot of octagon. Like I've got an octagon porch at the front and a little octagon bump out in the living room. And then it's got a large kitchen. And that's, yeah, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. There is like a little eating area just off the kitchen. It's like pretty much a table tucked in the hallway. And then you have the backyard, which the footage for the backyard got cut off somehow. I don't know what happened, but I do not have it. It's literally, you'll see it in the screenshots at the end. It's just planters and a picnic table, so it's nothing interesting. But the footage disappeared somehow, and yeah, it's not here. Like I said, it's nothing overly interesting, and the screenshots do show you what I did. So this all came together really easy. It wasn't, I moved the bump out over, but other than that, it wasn't hard. I put a little chimney, and yeah, nothing crazy. It's very small. It's exactly 100 tiles, so it's like the 3rd tier of a tiny home. And I think that it's cute. I like it. There's quite a bit of space considering it's only 100 tiles. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I didn't get any like skill building items in here or anything. It's just a house with 2 bedrooms. Actually, the 1 bedroom does have a computer, and there's like the knitting stuff. So I've got like the little knitting basket, so your Sims can have those 2 skills. But nothing else overly interesting. I don't think I put an easel. I was going to put one in the backyard, and I don't think I did. But yeah, the layout's simple. There's 2 bedrooms. We're going to end up putting the kitchen at the back of the house, and then the living room is at the front when you walk in. Yep, there's not much to say, not much to tell you. I don't know what to say. You'll see it come together. It's simple. And that's about it. So, we'll chat. It's been pretty warm here. Thank God. I'm so glad it's summer. Today is very rainy and icky, and the rain was so cold. I had to go out this morning, and I was freezing because the rain is so cold. But it's not cold. Like the temperature now, I don't even know what the temperature is. I'll look and see. It's about... It's not showing me, and I don't know. Oh, no, never mind. It is. It's 20 degrees, so it's not like freezing or nothing, but it doesn't feel hot. Like, it's not feeling like summer. And I don't like it. I can't wait for the hot, sticky days. I'm all here for that. I talk about this literally in every video. It's because I'm miserable when it's cold. Actually, it's funny, because my parents, they just came back from a trip, and they're visiting, and they were trying to talk me into moving to another city, which is like north of here, like northeast of where we are right now. I already don't like where we are right now. I'm way more north than I would want to be. So I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Bye, have fun. I'm not doing that. Like, not even maybe. I would move, but it would have to be south, like somewhere warm. I can't do it. I can't do it. I actually can't do it. Like, the winter actually makes me want to die. I can't stand it. I'm already miserable. I'm like, I can't go somewhere colder. And where they would want to go would be, it's definitely colder. They get a heck of a lot more snow. And like to the point that the roads are often shut down because there's not much snow. So yeah, no, that's not happening. They can have fun. I'm not. But I did do the exterior of this a little bit first. I put just some plants growing up the walls and stuff like that, which you can see. But I honestly don't know what to tell you. There's nothing really new. My son, my youngest son, he's been sick, and it's frustrating when he's sick. So, he's autistic and nonverbal. He can't talk. And so when he's sick, you don't really know what's wrong. He ended up having strep throat, and I got him antibiotics, and he did get better for about 4 days, but then he got sick again. The same thing happened again, and I was like, are you kidding me? And we went to go to the doctor, and it was the weekend, which no big deal. You just go to a walk-in clinic, which I don't really like doing, just because they're always packed with people who really don't need to be there. And yeah, it's not how I like to spend my time sitting in a room with a bunch of sick people. But I went to go, and sure enough, the first clinic I went to, they were closed. They weren't closed. You could walk in there, but it said registration closed. I guess you had to make appointments. I was like, okay. So I asked the girl working, I'm like, well, do you know another clinic I can go to that's nearby? And she's like, staring at her phone, mind you. You have to keep in mind, she's on her phone, like looking at her screen. She's like, no, sorry, I don't. And I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, do you think maybe you could, like, Google it while you're staring at your phone? Like I was in a bad mood. And, I don't know. She's like, I guess you could just go to there's one, like, downtown somewhere. I'm like, thanks, forget it. I'll figure it out. And I had my phone, it's just I left it in the car. So I left, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, okay. So I went in the car, and I Googled, like, another clinic, and there was one down the road, actually, literally around the corner. So I went to go to that one, and I got there. There must have been 200 people in the waiting room, so I literally turned around and walked out. And I was like, screw it, we're just gonna wait till tomorrow. Like, he wasn't horribly sick, but he wasn't eating at all. He hadn't eaten anything in 2 days. So I was like, but I did manage to get him to eat some ice cream and, like, whatever. So I was like, he won't die by tomorrow. And I'll just keep an eye on him, no fever, no nothing like that. So the next day I called my doctor, and I got in there within the hour, so that was good. And it turned out he had strep throat again, and it's really bad, so they gave him more antibiotics and, like, a higher dose that's a longer period. So hopefully that will help. Like, already within 1 day, he is already eating and feeling better. He did go to school today. I was, like, a little weary about sending him, but it's the last 3 days of school, so I'm like, he should go. But I did send him, and I've been waiting all day thinking, okay, they're going to call me to pick him up, but they haven't. And so I guess he's doing fine. Yeah, school here ends on Thursdays, the very last day. And so the kids are going to be home, which I guess is okay. It's good. Okay, listen, it's good because then you don't got to get up early and make lunches. But it sucks because, then your kids are home driving you nuts and they're very loud. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to not having to make lunches. So, I don't know. So we did the kitchen, as you just saw here. It came together pretty easily. It's pretty big. Like, I'm surprised at how big of a kitchen this is. There's quite a lot of counter space. I clutter it up a little bit, but not as much as usual. I did add some things later off camera, just like little knickknacks, nothing major. Couple of things, not a lot, like spices, I think, and maybe like the paper bag from Cottage Living, the grocery bag. I pretty much use that in every kitchen. I think it just looks like someone lives there, like they came home and dumped their groceries on the counter. And I did use the little the cookware thing from Cottage Living as well. Which, I say this all the time, but I cannot stress, Cottage Living is truly my favorite pack. Everything about that pack, I literally don't have any builds lately where I don't use that pack. I always use something from it. There's so many amazing clutter items and just a lot of debug items that are great. Especially when you're doing like cottage country style kind of build. I love that pack. I wish we would get more like that. Like Vampires is good too. It has a lot of good debug, like the cracks in the walls and the dirt on the floor and stuff. But Cottage Living to me is the ultimate pack, and I love it. I wish that they were all like that. After growing together, like, I was actually really torn, and it kind of deterred me from building in the game. Like, that pack to me, and I know that the pack is more focused on gameplay, I get it. But realistically, when you really look at what came with growing together and what was simply part of the base game update, growing together was a crap pack. I don't care. No matter how I look at it, it sucked. Like, a lot of the things you got came with the base game update. Like, what did you get? 2 change tables and a couple interactions? I don't see the value in it. Especially for something that's like $60. You know what I mean? Like $50, $60. There's a lot of money for next to nothing. And yeah, I don't know. It really upset me, and I felt overwhelmed, and I was not inspired by the game at all. For quite a while now, I've been like not doing anything. But with the announcement that the new ranch pack is coming, my fingers are crossed so tight that it's going to be like Cottage Living, and we're going to get a lot of stuff. I can't see it happening because a lot of the stuff you would need for a ranch we already have from Cottage Living. And I'm also curious about, like, are the horses going to be, like, are you going to be able to take them out and, like, I don't know, travel with them? Or are they going to be stuck to the lot? Or how is that going to work? I'm pretty sure you can travel with them because I think they said that they are part of your family. So does that now mean that my max number of Sims in a family, I don't know if it's, I think it's 8 maybe at the most, maybe 6 or 8 or something like that. Does that mean that now if I have a horse, that's a less of a person I can have? So I'm not really sure. I don't like that idea. Like, if you're going to have horses, you should still be able to have 8 people and a couple of horses. I don't know. I don't know. Especially because you like think about it. If you had a ranch, you could use it as a business. And then if it's taking up household members to have horses, that's weird. I don't know how I feel. There's a lot of questions that need answers, and I just have a feeling I don't want to know the answers. What do you think? Like, do you guys have any more? I haven't watched any of the live streams or nothing. I'm telling you, I've been like ready to give up on the game after growing together. It really got to me. And so I do have a lot of questions. Do you guys have any information? Like anything interesting? I haven't watched anything or heard anything. I'm hoping it's great. Like I said, I'm more interested in the build by anyway, so it really does not matter to me. But I have a feeling that even that's going to be a little sucky because a lot of the stuff we already have with cottage living, or they're going to think we do, and they're going to rely on that, and then not give us what they could give us. Because, like, really, a ranch could have a lot of cool items. Cool new fencing. There could be, like, troughs to feed the animals, which we should have got with cottage living, and we didn't. All sorts of cool things. You need a porch swing, because, you know, ranches have that. I don't know, there's all sorts of things they can give us that I just don't think they're going to. I just had to pause because my cat came in here and was making a bunch of noise. But, yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this ranch pack. I would love to know if you're excited. Like, I'm excited. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. But I'm just really worried that it's gonna suck. And I don't think I have it in me. I think if this pack sucks, I'm done. I'm not gonna buy anymore. But yeah, so I'd love to hear your thoughts, like in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think, because I'm very curious. Like I said, I haven't been watching or paying attention. I kind of want to be surprised. And I've been, like, trying to avoid getting my hopes up, if that makes sense. So I haven't really been watching. I just want to see it when it comes out and be blown away, hopefully. So this mirror in the front room, I think it comes from that basement kit or whatever. I actually really love that. There's 2 versions of it. There's this one and then there's one with like pictures or something with it. And I love that mirror. I think it's great. Both versions of it are awesome. Yeah, the living room here came together really quick. It took me a while to pick a couch. And I do end up changing the chairs right now. I'm going to change it to a rocking chair, I think. I tried a bunch of chairs. Like, it was ridiculous. I wanted the little cottage to be Victorian, but not Victorian. Like, I wanted it to be an updated version. So I wanted to keep with the theme of, like, having it older and more formal. But at the same time, I wanted it to be updated and a little more, like, cozy and family-oriented. And so that's what I was just doing, is switching around all the furniture, looking at all the swatches, and it was a mess. But it does come together in the end. From here, we're going to move on to, I believe, the bedrooms. Yeah, we move on now. We're going to put the table, which literally takes a second. It's stuffed in the hall here outside the kitchen. It only sits 2 Sims. You could probably move it outside or move it over or whatever and add another chair or 2. You'd be fine. But I did stick it in the hallway, and then we're going to move on to the master bedroom, which again comes together quick. There's literally a bed, side tables, and it's not even the dresser. It's like the stand-up little pink wardrobe thing. But it's pretty simple. We got the bathroom as well coming. So you'll see that right after this bedroom. I chose this bed, and I chose a really bright swatch of it. I love this bed, but I just don't, I don't know, there's not a lot of, like, simple swatches on it, right? And I still believe that we should be able to change the comforter and the frame, like, independently. I cannot stand, I find a comforter I love, but then the frame is not the right color, and you, like, go through all the swatches on the dressers, and there won't be a swatch to match. Oh my god, it honestly drives me nuts. So if we could independently, for Sims 5 even, I don't care, if we can change the bed, frame, and the comforter independently, I will be a happy player forever. But you see here, it came together really quick. I used these little, I forget what those lamps are called. They've got a name, like the style of them has a name, and it always slips my mind, but I used them. And then our bathroom comes together really quick. I used like an older style toilet, and I think it looks good. I think it looks like it's from long ago, but it's been updated, if that makes any sense at all. But it comes together really easy. I end up putting the same tile. You're going to see I put like herringbone tile at first. I do end up switching it so it is the same as the kitchen. And then the other bedroom is going to be what I imagined was a teen girl. And I just put a bed, a computer, the knitting stuff. And that's pretty much it. We'll move to the backyard. You don't really see it. Actually, I'm lying. We don't move to the backyard. We do move to the backyard, but I literally just put the fence around it. And you'll see me placing grass and then it cuts out. I'm not sure why. I don't know what I did, but it all got lost. So it literally went to a black screen. So I was like, okay, something went horribly wrong. But it's all simple. Like I said, it's literally like just plant boxes and a picnic table. And I think I put a garbage. I'm not sure if I did. I might not have had a garbage can in this. So if I don't, yeah, you can either add one or I'll try and add it. I don't know if I put it on the gallery yet. I think I might have. If I did, add one yourself, sorry. But if not, then I will add one before I do. You can always find my build and me using the hashtag K8Simsley. Even on the gallery, I always put the hashtag K8Simsley in all of my builds to make them easier to find. I find that it can be difficult sometimes to find people on the gallery, and so the hashtag does help with that. If you go and you search hashtag K8Simsley, and especially if you choose newest, then you'll get this one that I just, like when I post it. Yeah. That's about it. I don't really know. Like I said, we're going to do that other room. We're going to paint this one. I used this flowery wallpaper, and then in the teens room, it's kind of the same idea, just different coloring, and there's a computer in there. So I'm going to play music for you now. I'll let you watch the rest of this. I think it's like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then the screenshots, and that's it. So I will play music. If you'd like this, I would appreciate it if you give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, as there is more content coming out really soon. I'm going to let you go. Take care, have a simtacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!